You want to wrestle? I'll wrestle ya. Oh, that's satisfying. Whoa.
It's just perfect.
What are you gonna do with it?
Keep it or eat it.
I wouldn't eat that. That was in that nasty barrel, or that nasty bucket. Look at that nasty bucket. You're gonna eat the ice that came out of there? All that stuff is in that ice.
I need to melt it. This is hot water, so we'll melt it. Oh, that's ice too. I knew it. Thank you.
Good morning, lovely people. Welcome to the farm. I'm Brandon with Sojourn Farms, and today is a new day. So we're working on fence today. We've got more fence work to do. It just keeps taking longer and longer than I thought. Trying to figure this out has been a real mind puzzle. When I was done working on the fence yesterday, I came back up to the house and I looked out here and I saw this fence that we started, the snow fence that we started here. It was attached. It had all come together, sorta. I think we've got some stretching going on here. I'm gonna need to tighten this up a little bit. So my wife actually came out, Becky came out, and she finished installing it. So I got a little more to do, just to tie off the ends here. If worst came to worst and we got snow, heaps of snow, and there was blowing snow, this would do the job. So fencing today. We didn't make it so far on the fence project yesterday, not as far as I was thinking we would, but I'm thinking we're doing the hardest part, we're doing the longest part, and once we get this done, it's going to be so much easier, so much faster. The pigs have seen me. So this is what it looks like real quick here. With that tied off, that's what this whole thing looks like. Insulator tied to the post. P-spring tied to the insulator. We got a good amount of fence installed yesterday, and I'm actually going to change it up here. One thing I hadn't really done a lot of thinking about was how are we going to get through the fence with vehicle. Step over that. See, I don't even touch, because I feel it's tall enough that we won't have sheep jumping it, especially since they've been, that's 32, this must be like 30, 38. Our sheep have never once tried to jump the fence. They have a hard time believing that as long as they've got forage, as long as they're fed, I have a hard time believing that they're going to jump a 32-inch fence. They gotta have food. If they don't have food, then yeah, they might try to jump the fence. Because as Greg Judy puts it, if you've got one fence jumper, they will train all the other sheep to jump the fence. We don't want that. No siree. So we haven't had a single problem with fence jumping. I've seen these lambs leap, just a vertical leap, and they've leapt higher than that fence, which leads me to believe that if they really wanted to, they could jump that fence. So they probably are not going to jump this fence, but we'll see. It's a theory. We'll see how that theory turns out. Big, yeah, we got deer out there. Saw a buck the other day when I was in town. About an 8-point buck run right through the middle of town. We are gonna go feed the pigs so that they are not super annoying while we're doing work out there. And maybe they're going through a growth spurt, but they're up there at the fence crying like babies, wanting more food. So we're gonna give them some food. That'll keep them quiet. Once again, I'm super thrilled with the Kioti. I got no complaints. I was actually looking at going between a Kioti and a Kubota. There were a few features that just made it, I'm kind of a no-nonsense type of guy, right? And there were just a couple of things on the Kubota that I didn't like. There were a couple things on the Kioti that were different, that were an improvement. And I just thought, well, how can I go with a Kubota when this is a problem that I've been made aware of, and I'm not going to be able to ever, I'll always be thinking about that, right? The thing that put the nail in the coffin for me on buying the Kioti though was there was a local dealer, and local dealers are, you gotta have a local dealer, all right? The closest Kubota dealer to me is about an hour and a half away. The Kioti dealer is half an hour away. You know, I don't know why I love working on the farm so much, but this is a dream come true. A dream that I guess I didn't have all my life. When I was a kid, I didn't really know any better. I had a little bit of experience with living in apartments, living in townhouses and such. But most of my life was spent out in the country. First time I lived in town was when I became an adult, moved out of the house, and was living on my own. And so I guess I'm trying to say I took it for granted, the joy of living in the country. I didn't realize how much I was going to miss that until I lived in towns for a while. What I'm saying is that I took it for granted living out in the country. I didn't realize how badly I'm the kind of person that I've got to live in wide open spaces, trees, nature, animals. This is I guess it's a part of me. And without this, like, I feel like I'm just missing something. So I love this, and I want to do it the rest of my life. Lord willing, we'll just keep doing this. Let's get out there and dig a hole. She'll hold. This other one I put in the ground, it had a little bit of wiggle too. Now it's solid. Alright, so we've made it to the end here. I'm going to attach the insulator to the T-post, and then I'm going to attach the conductor to the P-spring that is on the end here. Basically, it's taken us 2 full rolls to get from our post that's about 30 feet out from the pig pen. Got us almost all the way here. I had to splice it, so we're going to be using maybe 2 1/4 rolls. So here's the bad news. I've only got 8 rolls. To run a 4-line electric fence, I would need at least 9 rolls.